Jacques Pépin, what a personal pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. And I have no stove and no knife.
Where's the chicken? I was hoping to see a deboned chicken.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well, this documentary has so many marvelous little details that I think will surprise a lot of people who think they're very familiar with you based on so many cooking shows over the years. I didn't realize that you had cooked for French heads of state, Charles de Gaulle, in France.
Yeah, someone introduced me a while ago, said that man cooked for 3 French heads of state and the 3 of them are dead. You know, that's how I was introduced.
Yes, but they ate well before they went.
Right.
You cooked in New York, you cooked at Le Pavillon, the Kennedy White House asked you to cook for them, and yet you chose to go to work for Howard Johnson.
Right.
Why?
Well, you know, if you look at it in the concept of the time, at that time, you know, the cook was very, very low on the social scale. The cook was in the kitchen. Any good mother wanted her child to marry an architect or a doctor, not a cook. So it was another world altogether. So when I was asked to go to the White House, I did not really, to be truthful, realize the potential of publicity or whatever. And I had done it. I was in New York. But Howard Johnson, on the other hand, I would learn about production, marketing, American eating habit, all kind of things that I didn't know anything about. So it was a great, and I stayed there for 10 years, from 1960 to 1970s.
Boy, American food post-World War II was such a bizarre world. I thought we might play a little clip from the documentary just to show what it was like for you to walk into a grocery store.
Oh boy, yeah. The first time that I went to a real supermarket, well, I thought it was a fantastic idea. However, there was basically no vegetable. I remember going there and saying, where are the mushrooms? Aisle 5. Aisle 5 was canned mushroom.
I can't even imagine what that must have looked like to you.
Yes, in some way a lot of package, but on the other hand, fantastic beef, lobster, rack of lamb. I mean, so they were very, very expensive in France. That's why people learn how to do stew, to look the lower part of the meat. Here, stew was very fancy. No, but steak were very inexpensive. So, you know, yeah, the steak too, there is many things which were absolutely beautiful.
Trade-offs, I suppose, but it does seem as if culture, we are just obsessed with technology. Today, of course, we see it in different formats. Silicon Valley startups offering, you know, one-click shopping. Someone else is picking your produce. What do you make of all that?
Yeah, but in a sense, you know, it's a déjà vu. So I remember going with my mother when I was a kid to the market, my 2 brothers, to help her carry the stuff. Everything was local, everything was organic. You know, I mean, it was before people didn't have fertilizer, it didn't take fungicide, insecticide. Everything was local, organic, simple. So we're going back to that, going around all of that time. And it's kind of fascinating to see, you know, what's going on with young chefs and all that. So the supermarket have never been as beautiful as they have been today compared to the supermarket, you know, that I was talking about before. I mean, you know, you go the fresh vegetable and the variety. I mean, in New York, there is 24,000 restaurants, you know, so the ethnicity and the type of restaurant that you have, it's just most exciting, you know, food in the world, I think, is in America now.
This conversation would not be complete if we didn't play at least one clip of you and Julia Child.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Today we're going to do soufflés. And as everyone knows, the heart of the good soufflé is
Egg white, beaten egg white. And I'm going to do mine in copper. I beat it faster than the machine.
Well, we're going to see if you're faster than the machine.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Counted. 1, 2, 3, go!
You guys were such a great pair.
Yeah, it's fun. That's what people have to realize. Cooking is fun. Cooking is being together. Cooking is enjoying life. Cooking, eating, all is part of you know, what humans do, you know.
Well, you know, there you were playing at the idea of competing, right?
Yes.
The machine versus the man with a whisk. Things have gotten so much more competitive these days.
Yes. I don't think competition for me is a good word in the kitchen, in a fun way, this way, of course, but there's a great deal of love that you do in your cooking.
What's your perfect meal for tonight?
Bread and butter. I mean,
bread and butter. Ah, Julie would approve.
Hard to beat bread and butter when it's really great bread and great butter.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here.